Their mouths were forced open by a wooden wedge. The Swedish torturers would then mix in feces, urine, liquid manure, and wastewater into a bucket.
Y'all is drinking liquid poop! Most brutal tortures done on men. Oh, shit.
Horrible torture methods that have been primarily used on men.
What's up? Talk to me.
Torture has been used on both men and women for thousands of years as a method of punishment.
I'm gonna tell y'all the worst torture is being forced to play Genshin Impact a week or being forced to be a Discord mod. That gotta be one of the worst shit ever.
Punishment, dominance, or just general curiosity. However, there are certain torture methods that were so gruesome that they were only used on men.
What's up?
Primarily. Some of these torture methods also act as a way of execution, while others will actually keep the victim alive throughout.
Ain't nothing worse than being a Clippers fan. That gotta be the worst punishment. And I'm a Clippers fan myself.
In this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the most horrible and gruesome torture methods throughout history that have been used primarily on men.
Okay, what's the first one?
6. Blood Eagle. The Blood Eagle is one of the most mysterious historical torture methods out there, since no one really knows who came up with it, and whether or not it even actually occurred.
Alright, what is it?
It is described in ancient Norse literature as one of the most disgusting things
Alright, what is it, man?
go through.
Hurry up!
It consisted of laying a person down on their stomach while...
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, he look like he getting... Yo, something is entering his butt. The way this man look and the way this man look, he getting the mean strokes, bro. Whatever y'all doing there, bro, he might come up pregnant a couple days later, though.
They were restrained and unable to move. Their backs would be left exposed, and that's when the torture would begin. The torturer would then start slicing the skin off the victim's back, leaving the ribs in clear view. The ribs would then be slightly broken one by one before they would be turned upright in order to be turned upright.
You leaving this nigga on 1 HP and leaving the Eagles to deal with the rest? How was this nigga not dying from, nigga? How are you not dying from blood loss? Your spine is open.
While exposing the victim's lungs. This was likely
turn up the volume.
Also an execution method, since there was pretty much no chance of anyone surviving such a thing. Number 5. Vertical impalement. There are very few
Okay, it's one thing that the stick is coming up the mouth. And you getting it up the butt. No, that gotta... No. It's already sus to have it up the butt, but mouth... You getting double penetrated by the stick, my nigga. Y'all niggas is out here filming Twitter videos, bro. Y'all making OF videos for torture methods. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta do better than this.
Torture techniques that were as widespread around the world.
Y'all calling this the stripper punishment? No, it is, bro.
As vertical impalement was. With this, the victim is usually tied up and carried by the executioners to a platform. Beneath the platform, there would usually be men holding up a spike or a pole that was usually sharp from the top and kept getting wider and wider towards the bottom. In most of these cases, the victim would be stripped naked and their lower orifice would be placed on the top of the spike. The spike would then go through the victim's entire body from there until it would eventually make its way out at the top. This brutal...
Yo. The only nigga that could probably survive this chat is Lil Nas X, James Charles. If it goes through their butt, it has a great chance of coming out of their mouth with 0 complications. Because I know both of them holes are wide open.
The method of torture was slow, messy, and it was most popular in ancient Persia, Egypt, and Assyria. Number 4. Swedish drink. When it comes to the most disgusting torture methods, this one might take the cake. It was invented by Swedish soldiers during the 30 Years' War in the 17th century to punish opposing German prisoners of war, all of which were men. It consisted of captured German soldiers being tied up by their Swedish torturers, and while they were tied up...
One thing I would never understand, nigga, why army niggas got this shit on, bro? There is no maneuverability in rocking this, bro. I'd rather, I know bulletproof vests ain't exist, but hell no, you got me bent if you think I'm gonna walk in a bunch of metal plates.
Their mouths were forced open by a wooden wedge. The Swedish torturers would then mix in feces, urine, liquid manure, and wastewater into a bucket.
What is this 2 girls 1 cup ass punishment? Y'all niggas is drinking liquid poop. But nah, I'd be damned if I was to eating a nigga's doo-doo and drinking their piss. No, this gotta be the freakiest shit ever, bro. I know rich niggas in Dubai would kill for this.
And grind it up into a thin liquid of sorts, creating the Swedish drink. The drink would then be forcibly funneled into the mouths of their German prisoners.
Nigga, imagine if this was Magic Johnson. Now everybody got AIDS, bro.
Continuously until they would pass away. The liquid would also sometimes be boiled to add to the pain. Number 3. Iron Maiden. You might know of Iron Maiden as a band, but do you know about the device?
I know Iron Man.
They are named after? It's actually a supposed medieval torture device that apparently got its start in the 9th century. The Iron Maiden consisted of a standing coffin of sorts that had just enough space to fit an adult male inside.
I don't understand. If you have all the time in world to make this, what happened to just killing people? I don't know, a knife, a gun, even a bow and arrow. Y'all are wasting time doing this, and y'all gotta clean it.
The enclosure would have iron spikes inside it, making sure that whenever it's closed, the person inside would be impaled from all sorts of different directions. According to some rather recent lore about the Middle Ages, the Iron Maiden was extensively used. However, there is very little evidence to actually support its popularity. While devices similar to the Iron Maiden have been found.
And what happens if a nigga's fat? Like, what if Nico Kato was to get punished during this moment, huh? Are y'all, do we have weight-inclusive torture devices? Think about that. Nico Kato in here, he's gonna survive. Y'all only gonna puncture his blubber. Y'all gotta do better, bro. Where the weight-inclusive torture devices?
Actually support its popularity. While devices similar to the Iron Maiden have been found, it's still anyone's guess as to how popular they really were. Number 2. White torture.
Black people are rubbing their hands right now, bruh. Black people are celebrating like shit, bruh. This is the only torture method that, the only time we ain't get tortured, bruh. What is this gonna be?
Even though most of the torture methods we've mentioned in our list are either from ancient times or the medieval ages, this one sinister torture method is actually rather recent. It consists of the victim being trapped in a room that's completely white, fully restrained, and unable to move. And that's it.
So basically jail, but white.
The victim would stay in that room, which smells like nothing, sounds like nothing, and looks like nothing. Oh, and feels like nothing. You would not be able to see shadows in that room because of cleverly placed neon lights. The prisoner would also only be fed bland, white food like unseasoned white rice. The goal of this torture method is to strip the victim of all senses that humans are used to.
That's gonna make me go crazy, chat. Think about it, bro. At the very least, give me an art of like a US flag of Ice Spice. I don't know. I just need some woman action in there. I don't know. Just maybe a clock. Nothing but white. No, that gotta be depressing. Imagine if it was all black too. Oh hell no, bro.
Relying on. This method of torture is extensively used in Iran on dissident journalists, mainly male.
Yo, chat, we're gonna do one more guard tick after this.
And also allegedly by the United States on suspected terrorists in Guantanamo Bay, also mainly male. Number 1. The Brazen Bull. Ancient Greece is often considered one of the first real civilizations of the world, but some aspects of it weren't civilized in the slightest. Take their brazen bull torture technique, for example. The brazen bull was a bronze bull-shaped device that was completely hollow from the inside. During the torture part, the victim, usually a petty thief or a criminal, would be locked inside the hollow bull with almost no space to even move around. Once the bull was fully locked, it would be carried over to an open fire pit.
Like what? And I promise y'all, chat, I know y'all see these crazy torture devices. I promise you, this person probably just stole, I don't know, some cake, a cookie, some bread. Like, I'm pretty sure these torture devices weren't even used on, like, the craziest criminals, bro.
With spectators gathered all around the pit, the victim would slowly be roasted alive. First, their skin would stick to the metal, then the pain would settle in, and then there would be loud screams that would be amplified because of the way the bull was designed, much to the spectators' amusement. That's a wrap for this video.
Not gonna lie, I'd rather that than watching people play World of Warcraft. I don't know how people do it, nigga. I'd rather this can't be as torturous as that. Alright? Anyways, YouTube, that is the most brutal tortures done on men. If you're a man out there, man, shout out to you, alright? Just be glad today's torture methods ain't as serious and you could go to prison. Join us on Discord, catch us on Twitch, make sure you guys subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Wax for life. Love y'all, and peace.